You know what? Let's put the music up a bit. Okay, and I don't know, why are all the cleavers charged now? I don't think they're actually charged, I think they just look like that. You know what, let's do a resource harvesting thing. Okay. So the cow is slightly autistic. It's not nearly as good as the wolf was. It's in a relaxed mood today, I guess. Don't know why I'm speaking like this. We're going to get wood first. Forgot about that. I forgot about the wood that we do not have. Oh, forgot about that too. Forgot ladders. Doesn't really make sense, does it? In real life, that you don't fall down ladders if you're preoccupied. Now, Cato's a very hateable person, you know. The younger. No, I mean, the older too, but especially the younger. Don't know. Now, find that a lot, don't you? That getting a little camera shy, I guess. But the people who I mean, like the wearing black to symbolize the degradation of the Roman Empire, the Roman Republic. That's pretty dire. politician today did that's psychotic. Like damn, truly, society has fallen. Cato's wearing black. Funny, because do you think Johnny Cash would? You think Johnny Cash would be less impactful than Cato because he wore black all the time, but it's more impactful because he wore black all the time to symbolize how racism or something. But I actually forgot what the reasoning was. I'm sure it made sense. I also really like killing people. I mean, who doesn't occasionally? Most people he did want to kill deserved it, I'd say. One, two. Did I put the torches? No, I'm pretty sure I put the torches here and then the pickaxe there. Yeah, that feels more natural. You know, when you get used to these kind of things, you know. I like Johnny Cash. He's a good singer. I'm also a good singer. It's really hard to talk about like difficult stuff, you know, when you're on camera, I guess. You have to just imagine that the camera's not there, but, you know. It's kind of the what? It's kind of the philosophy I have with writing essays, you know. If you're feeling nervous like about the subject or it makes you cringe, just write it like nobody's ever gonna see it. Then show them it anyway. Most they can do is file a sexual harassment suit against you. Where did we come from? Whoa. I guess we're starting this tunnel now instead. Skeller Man, give me your bones. I didn't actually want his bones, but I guess I got what I asked for. Let's divide it up so I don't have to deal with that. That's how life works, isn't it? You get what you asked for. I feel like I was gonna have more to say about Cato. I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually know anything about late Republican Rome, or whatever. The most I could probably give you is just reciting what happened. Don't know why. I thought I was gonna get philosophical there for a second. That was a bad idea. There goes the lava source forever. Assuming that my, yep. I like Lena Raine's music, I guess. You know, it's almost a little too soothing, you know? I feel like it's not like soul-crushingly depressing like C418's music is, you know? A lot of people say it's because it's nostalgic, honestly. Even at the time, like when I was a kid, I'd shut that stuff off because I'd end up with like suicidal ideation and stuff. Like doing that, like, you know, I was like 8. That's not like, you know, you're supposed to be old when that happens. Older, like middle school at least. I think there's something magical about that. You know, giving little kids, making them want to kill themselves. I think there's something magical in that. I feel like I'm stealing the identity of a different YouTuber this time. Maybe it's just the music, man. Something magical in it. Mining's always been like a relaxing thing, I guess. It's like chopping wood, but rocks. license? I think so. I don't know. Feels like a really long time to be wait. I guess not. I guess as long as I don't mess up the pattern, I can do whatever I want. As I don't mess, as long as like I can just go back to 6x6 at the end when I. Now I remember. Torches gotten brighter, or am I just gotten used to placing them close by each other? Because I'm sure I remember placing them way too far apart a couple years ago, like pre-pandemic. Well, I'm pandemic, so I guess pre-me, like 2005-ish, I guess it would be. I don't know how I was playing Minecraft back then. These questions are the kind of stuff that comes up when you're mining. Start to realize that maybe your entire life is fake, you know? Like, how was I playing Minecraft in 2005? That doesn't make any sense. Well, at least that means I'm like an OG, right? Like, you know, been playing it for 20 years now. Haven't gotten bored once. I guess it could also have been 2006, but I don't know, sometime before me, before pandemic Philly became a thing. Now I'm talking so low, I don't even know if the camera's picking up, which would be ridiculous because I've been hyper aware of myself for the past 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Half hour, I don't know how long it's been. This place does something to your mind, man. I'm drilling rocks, but the rocks are drilling me. Okay. Christmas is coming up. Everyone excited for that? I'm probably excited. Depends. Usually get a lot of Christmas presents every year, you know. We get some you didn't like too. You know, the minute I started asking for money, suddenly, you know, everybody like moves 10,000 miles away, and now they can't give me anything. Because it's just how life works out sometimes. Always making beautiful little mistakes. Happy to lax, not beautiful little mistakes. That's what Bob Ross always said. I'm gonna mine the tough while I'm here. I'm looking to get more tough. The rock, that is. I'm not gonna use it right. I'm probably never gonna use Redstone for anything worth getting like mining it, but shouldn't let a resource like that go to waste, you know. Not well, I mean, you shouldn't let a resource like that just sit around, you know. It should be exploited. Ever read Heart of Darkness? I'm reading it now. I'm at the part where he's talking about like the cannibals. He's working with the cannibals, and they want to eat a guy, and he's like, yeah, that's understand. He's like understanding that they want to eat the guy because, you know, when you're hungry, you kind of you want to eat people. And he was like relating with them, but he found it really hard because they were black. Or maybe he found it really easy in spite of them being black. I should say that, because he understood, you know, they didn't have any food, and he was also kind of grateful that they didn't want to eat him, and he couldn't figure out why. You know, now I'm thinking like, why was he hiring? Why did they give him cannibals as a crew? Like the cannibal tribe as a crew. Yeah, I missed that part of the book. You know, obviously my reading comprehension isn't at the level where I can actually understand what's going on, but yeah, I'm really confused now. Why was it just because they were the only people around? Because I feel like just having 5 people man a boat would be better than having 30 cannibals on board the boat with you, no matter how much help they're doing, you know? Like, what work are they doing around the boat, you know? That's what is so vital that it's worth that, you know? Was it just so they would get out of trouble, you know? They were like, you can't, these cannibals are just lying around camp all the time doing nothing. You have to put them to work. I'm thinking, I remember what they were. Were they the ones that shot the hippo? They had the hippo meat. Did they shoot the hippo? Was it the same hippo that was talked about earlier in the chapter? I don't know. Sorry. But hey, I'm finally getting to the point where I can actually talk about the book. So obviously my IQ is increasing. Like a couple of days ago, I probably couldn't have told you what was going on in the book. I was just reading it, not understanding it, comprehending as little as possible. Like, I got the part down where he was in a jungle. I got the whole Britain was basically Africa 2,000 years ago. I got that part. I got Kurtz and Marlowe. I'm pretty sure those are still the only 2 names we've gotten. No, I think the brick making guy, the guy who makes the bricks, I think he had a name. Couldn't remember what it was though. I think we'll go one more further. Never mind, we're going home. But they're trudging along. I think they think he's in danger. His camp went down and he rolled out with a single rowboat. And 3 black people, but like just mostly the rowboat. Or maybe that wasn't him. That might not have been him. It was, once again, I don't know. Very confusing thing. listening to it as an audiobook too, so I guess that could be the problem. But like, I feel like I get caught up. You know, I could never get through actually reading it because I just get caught up every 20 seconds trying to figure out what superditiously means. You know, but when you read, when you're not reading, when you're listening, you can just skip that part. You can just say, "Doesn't matter. I'm moving on." Because time marches on. Talking of time marching on. What I, it's 2025 now, huh? Old year, old things. Oh yeah, if it's gonna talk about Christmas, what was I gonna say about Christmas other than the presents and everything? Sure is the time of the year, isn't it? Gotta put the bow in there. I think it's a little later than I recorded the last one. This is about the part where I ended. Oh yeah, sorry for about the abruption last time. I had some technical difficulties to attend to. No matter. See, I can't. I don't know. I think the that line. What did I say? The line about the C418 making. I think that line makes this worth recording. But other than that, I don't know. I don't actually know if this was even worthy of putting on the record. Oh no, this is a big tree. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Oh, it didn't. What about that? How about that? You know, it must be interesting, like how certain crops affect certain areas of the world. Because apples are pretty much like a staple food here in New York. Like, I guess, are they actually? I don't know. Like, do people eat less apples in Wyoming? Or I guess Wyoming probably. I think Wyoming actually does have a lot of apple orchards. But like, I don't know. In California, do they eat apples? Are they even a thing? Do Californians know what apples are? Do they eat avocados instead? Do Californians eat anything other than avocados? I don't know. I think I'm putting the tuff at the top of the building because I'm using it as a building block eventually. Probably the best place to put it for now. Right? Block of quartz. Could probably use that later on. Wall cover. Yep, getting dark. I know in Oregon they eat apples, so they must eat apples in California, right? California is like Oregon, but bigger, right? I don't really need flint for anything. Redstone. I might as well keep it around, I guess. Probably a pickaxe. Or something. Off to get some snow now. And so the endless grind begins again. Do I even need more snow? I don't think I do. But you never know. You can never have enough snow. When I inevitably run out, I would have regretted not getting more snow. You can never have enough snow. Think of all the things I can do with the extra leftover snow if I do end up having leftover snow. Which isn't going to happen. Because you never have leftover anything in Minecraft. Just everything. You just need to keep going. Ignore the rails, ignore the rails, ignore the rails. I have still yet to uninstall them. There's no way I'm ever going to have enough resources to actually build a railway all the way to the village. And I thought I built a trail to like the creepy forest I had over there on the other side of the planet, but I didn't. It's not even a dirt road. It's just sadness. Yeah, I could work on that eventually. That could be a project. Just build a dirt road. Call it a day. Or a gravel road. There's no way I have anywhere near enough gravel for that, though. You know, when I get back, maybe we can do that. We can build a little gravel road leading off to the distance. I don't like the paths. I don't want to have a bunch of path blocks everywhere. How far is the distance between the torches? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's what I'm talking about. They let you put the torch on the snow, then the torch melts the snow. No more snow, no more torch. Makes no sense. Just like, I thought I put a torch here. Apparently not. They just disappear on you. Just the torch melts. That's it. The torch melts. I like how snowy snow-packed this area is getting. Now that I'm actually being here enough that it snows. Like, you know, it's barely. When the tundra spawns, it doesn't look like this, you know. There we go. We got full pocket. We got full pockets. Full inventory. That's what it's called. I'm very not good at, like, talking extensively about things. How many times I must have walked through here without a blizzard? For this complete vacancy. Because those crosses, I'm sure those crosses never had snow before I started my snow mining project. So the crosses are very funny. Little dirt crosses. Yeah, I should shovel them off. So that weary travelers can still see my little dirt cairns. There's a big one made out of stone on the other side of the road. It's funny. It's really creepy looking, actually. I'd take you over there if I had the time, I guess. I like that you can see the line. Now that is a screenshot worthy moment. But I don't have to, because we're already recording it. Get a little closer. Yeah. That is beautiful. Where are all the strays? There's usually a lot of the strays usually like to hang out in the tundras a lot. There's not many of them here today. Maybe it got so snowy not even the strays are here now. I like this. Actually, it's quite peaceful. Well, I guess it probably wasn't even, probably it's not nighttime, but I guess I'm used to them like not despawning during snowstorms, and I thought that meant they spawn, but they don't. They're just not despawning. They're not burning up in the fiery glaze of the divine sun. Through fire becomes one. God, this is beautiful, you know. Probably isn't show. It's probably showing up as like a fuzzy black splotch on the screen. But no, I really. Tundra's really. I feel like the tundra is really like a biome that really feels like old school, you know. I feel like a lot of other biomes in Minecraft don't really have that same feeling of true like vacancy. Like there's truly nothing here. Especially the low render distance. This is just desolation. Wait, didn't we pick up a stone shovel? Must have switched at some point without realizing it. Yeah, I must have switched. Must have started using the iron shovel instead. I'm not very smart. I'm sure I'm able to go back now and see the exact moment I made my mistake. I see you. I saw him. I just want to make that clear. I wasn't like stupidly wandering towards him. I didn't see that guy. .360 no scope. That's it. It's all the snow we can gather today. I really hope that it does look pretty. Does look good, because that is truly a amazing visual. Yeah, now my crafting bench is safe. Forgot about that. Now it's time to keep on shoveling, baby. Or not. At least till morning. That's an axe. Well, imagine mixing up an axe and a snowball in real life. That'd be horrible. Good thing that's not a thing I ever did. It'd be really, really bad if I did. You know what? Yeah, let's get another screenshot worthy moment up here. Truly beautiful. I think that's about it. Where'd that sheep go? Damn. Well, I think that's it for today. Still not enough. Probably come up with a way. There we go. It's our official launch platform now. Yep, that's it. Got some snow. Now we're done. Let's put it away first. You know, yeah, let's put it away. don't know how to end this. Other than a simple goodbye. Goodbye.